Hello artists, welcome to my facial features tutorial. Now, since this is my first video, I'm just going to briefly introduce myself. I'm happily married to my husband Oswald. As you can see, that's my favorite photo of him, and here's some photos from our wedding as well. I remember when we first met, he just kept following me home from work. It's so romantic, the dedication. Anyways, I also have 2 children, not counting my dogs. My eldest child, Gertrude, I believe was born in 1977. And my son, Bertram, he was born in 1980. So, my 2 dogs are Cletus and Cuthbert. They're just such goofballs, aren't they? So adorable. So I started this channel to be a sort of hobby in my retirement. I got my master's in art and I was an art teacher for many years, but I retired because the kids are absolutely insufferable. Anyways, that's enough about me. Let's jump right into the tutorial, shall we? So, the first feature I'm going to demonstrate is the eyes. The eyes are my favorite part to draw because you can convey whatever emotion you want. I'm just going to show you some basic eye sketches today. So, you can start with an almond shape or you can make them on the rounder side. I like to make the crease or the tear duct of the eye, and then you can draw the eyelid where you want it. I love drawing the lashes, so you just make some slight curves like they come out from the lid. The next step is the iris. Before you just go willy-nilly shading, I like to leave a little box for the light hitting the eye, which adds some realism. Then you're going to want to lightly shade underneath the top eyelid for some shadow. I usually go crazy with shading, so just have fun. Cletus, get off the goddamn table! Now I'm just going to repeat those steps on a different starting eye shape.
Cletus, I'm not gonna tell you again. Get out of Mommy's room.
Feel free to practice along with me. I'm just going to demonstrate one more eye shape, this time a slightly startled expression. Oh, this eye reminds me of when I would tell off the students and they'd look at me so terrified that I would beat them up again. Nowadays, though, you can't really discipline the children. That's another reason why I quit. Just remember to have fun while drawing the eyes. That's certainly my favorite part. I'm just gonna sketch an eyebrow here, and I will go into more depth of how to do eyebrows after the eyes. Alright, now for eyebrows, you're gonna want to start with a straighter sketch, and then slightly curve as you go on. There's lots of different eyebrow shapes, so again, it's just really what you want. Eyebrows can also convey lots of emotion, so take that into consideration as well. Now, the next feature is noses, which are definitely tricky.
Uh-oh.
I still mess it up sometimes. It definitely takes a lot of practice, but the general shape you want is a semicircle in the middle with 2 semicircles surrounding it. Alright, so I'm showing you the general shape you want to aim for when you draw a nose. Right now I'm demonstrating how to do a wider nose shape. The trick for a wider nose is to make everything shorter and wider. You can just change it around how you want, you can be creative with it, but you just don't want to do a triangle like you did growing up, right? Alright, so here's another strategy. This way you're kind of just shading the area that you want before doing harsher lines, which might help with some realism. But once again, you're still aiming for that main shape. Here I'm just demonstrating where the eyebrow placement and the eye placement would go after you've drawn the nose. A detail you don't want to forget after doing the nose is those two little faint lines that connect the cupid's bow of the mouth to the nose. Alright, so the next feature is obviously the mouth, which I'm going to draw pretty big on this model here. So the shape you want are those two circles on the top lip and one bigger circle on the bottom lip, alright? So that's the kind of shape you're going for. You don't want to draw the harsh lines. Instead of harsh lines with the mouth, you're going to want to do a lot of shading. As well as the nose, the mouth comes in lots of different shapes and it just takes a lot of practice, so don't give up. Now, to put all the facial features together, I'm just going to do a small face model with all the features in it. It's going to be pretty small though. Now, to start, you're going to want to draw that circle with the chin coming out, alright, and that's where the mouth is going to go, by the chin, right? And the bottom of the circle in the middle is where the nose goes and the ear line, and it's just going to help you place all of your facial features onto it. I'm just going to do some hair quick, which is another one of my favorite parts. It really adds personality to the face you're drawing, Now, this is a girl's face, which I do tend to draw more often, I must say. But if you do want to see me draw a male face, just let me know and I'll try to get another video up. This face actually reminds me of someone I knew in college.
Wow!
I think her name was Betty, yes. She got into so much trouble. Drugs, I think. Such a shame. I have no idea how she is now. Well, this is a good moment to show that you can just do whatever your heart desires when it comes to drawing. Do not be afraid to make a mistake and erase it. Or you can simply just make it into a black eye like I did. Add some little spice to it, you know what I mean. When you're done with the face, don't forget to erase the bottom circle that was for the base. And just add all the finishing touches. Again, this was a pretty small model, so I will probably make a video on a bigger model so you can see those details better, but right now I'm just adding more personality to her. Alright dearies, that's going to be the end of the tutorial. I'm going to call that finished. Well, I hope you learned some tips on facial features from this tutorial. Please leave a comment if you have a suggestion of what I should make next. And I always used to tell my students, all you need is practice, patience, and passion. See you in the next one, my artists.